happened again. As the old saying goes, this is why we can't have nice things. I honestly seen this coming from a mile away. I seen with how much attention Kate Urana gets on literally like a weekly basis. It was only a matter of time before something like this happens. But yes, Kate Urana, the creator of Gachiakuta, has decided to leave X/Twitter. She stated, "Alright, X chaos is on the rise, and I've decided it's getting in the way of my creative work, so I hereby bid farewell to X. Catch you somewhere else." Now, before I get any further into this video, I want to state one thing. It's going to be a little bit different than I typically do with videos, very more loose, because I want to give my overall thoughts in a very unscripted way. Now, granted, I don't typically use scripts. Secondly, I'm not here to throw out individuals that may have potentially been involved with this whole harassment campaign, put them on blast or whatever. I typically don't like doing that because it's going based on somebody else who they believe was the cause. And the only person that actually knows the actual trigger is Kate Urana herself. So I'm going to leave it at that. I can go into some speculation. I've seen some people post that there was specifically this video that she liked that had this guy put like this cheap vegetable thing on his head to make a cheap cosplay of a character, and people got offended by that, saying it's racist, all this kind of stuff. Either way, it seemed like there was a lot of people that were offended by what Kate Urana said, attacked her, and pushed her off the platform. And I think this ultimately comes to sort of my opinion around situations like this is that I've almost come to the conclusion that I think creators in general need to get off this platform because it's a very unhealthy platform and it doesn't really very little good for them. I love the idea of these individuals being on, Twitter/X, Facebook, TikTok, yada, yada, yada. It seems like Kate Urana is going to be still on some platforms. Not sure how long because it seems like I'm seeing some screenshots of people actively trying to find out where she's at to find other places to attack her. They've tasted the blood. They're trying to find places to attack her. But ultimately it comes down to this idea that I think that in general, unfortunately, social media platforms are they're like kryptonite to creators. And that's what sucks. Like even my own experience as a small-time creator here, I'm not that big. My experiences with harassment campaigns where people take what I say out of context and it gets viral and it just blows up and people go attack. My experience with that kind of stuff, it's hella scary. You can claim, get a, thick skin, get stronger, fight back, don't let them win. Hey, just block them. Hey, just put them on mute. Just don't listen to them because your fans are here, whatever, to support you. But at the end of the day, it's hard to. And Kate Urana, I don't care whatever you believe that she did something wrong or not. Kate Urana in the end probably couldn't stand it. She lasted for a long time. Holy crap, some of the stuff that I've seen pop up on my trending on a regular basis, she's obviously put in the crossfires a lot of times and she seems to have weathered it out so many times, but it seems like finally it got to her. And it sucks because right now she should be celebrating. I mean, you got Gachiakuta won, best new series and it got character design and background. And maybe that was it. Maybe, again, literally this was the day. Maybe she finally was going on social media and going, oh, cool. I'm so happy. Let's go find out what people are saying. And there's people probably filling up her feed saying, address me. Look at this controversy that we talked about yesterday. You still haven't apologized enough. Like there's literally people that are upset because she didn't apologize right. And it probably got tiresome for her. She probably got sick of it finally. I don't know. I don't know what Kate Urana is going through. And that's the sucky thing. This has happened timeless times again. It's this whole idea of again, the One Punch Man director, what he went through. What all these individuals that get just blasted off of here, that just keep experiencing, is this unhealthy state of social media in general that has got me to the conclusion, like I said earlier, that I think they should all just step away from these platforms until something changes, which I don't think things will change. These platforms literally fuel people with either dopamine or the algorithm and some sort of benefit. And yes, in a lot of cases, money, especially with X, it's money. They get that money for that. People got bills to pay, so they're going to make up some shit to get some stuff going. That's the unfortunate reality. You have one side of it is the toxic groups that want to attack people like Kate Urana because she said something they don't like, or they didn't do with their character what they were kind of hoping for. So they go and they attack her. You didn't do this right. I'm attacking you. And then they get their group of people. Hey, she didn't answer my question properly. Let's go attack her. Hey, she didn't address and apologize well enough. Let's go get her. And every single time she posts about, hey, I have some new artwork I want to share with you guys. Let's reply to it. You didn't answer my question. Tell me what you feel about this. Tell me you're going to do this with this character. Yada, yada, yada. Then there's the opposite effect. There's the people that want Kei Urana to be their knight. This is the other side of it that I think is really more kind of something that most people don't note that I see quite often. I'll often, log into social media and I see trending on the side, Kei Urana said this, and I'm like, whoa, that's very bold of her to say because that's taking a political side. And I look into it and I can't find a source. Or I find she's just addressing an answer and she's not really saying that she wants to be a part of a movement, but people make her a part of a movement. And it ends up being something that ends up throwing her under the bus. It's a sad state that we're kind of dealing with social media. I don't want them to leave. I just don't know that it's a healthy place for a lot of these creators. It's damaging what they do. It's damaging what they're going through. It's swaying their decision makings, all that kind of stuff. It's making for a very unhealthy environment that I don't think a lot of people really want to stick around for. And creating negative sort of narratives around your statements. Kei Urana likes communicating. She likes posting on a regular basis. She likes giving feedback and receiving feedback and responding to feedback. And what's unfortunate is that people take that and they want to run a narrative with it. Why? Because social media in general pays for engagement. So Kei Urana could say, hey guys, no, my character is straight, whatever, just for a random example. My character is straight. And what'll happen is that somebody, some engagement farming account's going to post a picture of Kei Urana's face and a Gachiakuta character on the side. And it's going to say, my gosh, Kei Urana says wokies need to shut up. My character's not bi, or something like that. I've seen it too many times. And it's only damaging to her. They make money. They spread this crap. People eat it up because it's on their side. Kei Urana's on their side now. And Kei Urana's over here I just answered a question. I didn't want to get involved with something. And now you got people that don't like that kind of mindset are now going to be attacking Kei Urana about that. It's an unfortunate reality is that people want to make money off these platforms, and who's caught in the crossfire is unfortunately the creators. They're caught in the crossfire between all these culture wars that are happening. Whether it's people that want, these characters to be sort of represented the way they want it to be representative, or they feel like Kei Urana is being vicious when she posts a video. And it's really just taking her and sort of giving malicious intent to everything that she's doing, and it's not really necessarily there. Then you have the problem with sort of seeing sort of these negative comments that are made that are being blasted for the sake of making money. It's an example that happened here a couple days ago. I didn't really want to cover it because I didn't want to give it attention. And then upon finding and looking into it, it's ultimately upset me because in the end, the character designer has finally responded to it. Yes, the whole situation with Clannad. I'm sure that some people have seen this already. But yes, the character designer for Clannad has finally responded to a very viral clip that's been going on. For those that don't know what the clip is, don't bother with looking it up. This girl's on camera. She's talking to a chat. She says, hey, recently I watched Clannad. What a horrible looking show. My gosh, the character designs are so horrible. They look like those bugs from that Ant movie or something like that. Just watching it makes me feel like a PDF, which honestly, my response to that is you should get yourself checked in somewhere if that show makes you feel like that. But anyways, I watched this clip. It was stupid. Some person giving their opinion. My gosh, the opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got them, right? You can look on social media. You can look everywhere. You can look in reviews. You're going to find people that don't like certain character designs. They're not going to like certain styles. They're going to not like a show, yada, yada, yada. Whatever. Another stupid clip of a bad take in some people's minds. I didn't think anything of it. But it went viral because obviously people are going, look at this. How dare she? It's Clannad. It's the greatest show ever. It's stupid. And now, again, it's went so viral that the character designer has finally responded. It says, are you picking on my artwork again? There are tons of other characters with big eyes out there, yet you always go after just mine, huh? Well, people have their tastes, so I guess it's unavoidable. But come on, don't go out of your way to say that on stream. What they're responding to, obviously, here is that, yes, you look back in that period of time, a lot of shows had the big eye thing going on. It was an artistic choice at the time. It was a very, catchy style. It's a very, very otaku, very catchy anime style. Yes, over time, that's sort of been scrunched. They got rid of that kind of styling, but it was there. And honestly, when I watched Clannad first time, yeah, I was like, whoa, those are crazy eyes. I wasn't even a big fan of them. I mean, I got used to it, and I thought it was technically something that amplified the emotion. The bigger eyes technically the eyes are the windows to the soul. So yes, it made sense why the show had such big eyes. Either way, I seen this clip, bad take, whatever, but the viral nature of that clip and people's outrage of it, I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that she said it made him feel like a PDF, which again, it's kind of concerning that you would say that. But it got the attention of the creator, and that's the sad part. In the end, this creator is hurt by it. The thing that annoyed me, this is the thing that gets to this topic. The thing that annoyed me was that the original clip, I looked it up. I found it, the source. It's 3 years ago. This thing never caught attention. It never had anybody's attention. She made the clip. She put the bad take up there. It posted on her TikTok. Nobody cared. But because people want to engagement farm and create money out of outrage, they took that and they reposted on social media saying, holy crap, how dare she say that about KyoAni? And it got so much attention that now finally the character designer is impacted. So who was the bad guy in this scenario? Was it the girl who made that bad take way back there that never really got anybody's attention? Or is it all these people engagement farming and making money off it now? We have a platform that literally people make money by having arguments and fighting. The algorithm and the feed and attention is around things that impact you. If you make a post, if let's say, Keirana made a post saying, I had breakfast this morning and it tasted great, wouldn't get much engagement. Now, if she made a post saying, I hate when people have big googly eyes in their character designs, especially Clannad, suddenly Kei Urana would be trending like crazy. Holy crap, Kei Urana just bashed Clannad. And she'd make bank off that post. Holy crap, she'd make a fortune off that post. Wouldn't make much money off that breakfast. That's how these platforms work. They make money, they build everything around tribalism and fighting. People engage with things that impact them and may cause them harm. And with anime and manga and all that kind of stuff specifically, it's around what impacts my creative thing that I consume. And that's why you have constantly this fighting happening, and people on both sides are fighting over it, and the only ones damaged are the creators. It's Kei Urana. It's the guy that does the graffiti for Gachiakuta who's now considering leaving now. Because now he's being attacked because they're saying, she didn't apologize to us. Where did she go? She's hiding? She blocked us, yada, yada, yada. Now they're attacking him, and now he's going, should I leave now? Thankfully, it seems like people are kind of telling him, hey, don't, it's fine. We're here. We like your work. Please don't leave. We like your stuff. We don't want to attack you. Please stay for us. It's almost this idea of you almost have to tell them, please, I hope we're enough that you stick around. It's so toxic. It's so toxic. I like what he stated, though. People who talk properly are precious. People who can truly listen to what is said are precious. If you can't even hold a conversation, there's no need to even consider them in your field of view. You realize just how important conversation is. You realize just how important it is to be in a position where you can speak. I wish we could talk still. I wish we could have discussion. It's the unfortunate thing that even if people are legitimately upset about something, it gets so amplified with social media. And again, it goes back to the idea that I think in the end, with big content creators and big creators and creatives in the sphere, when they get to a certain point, it's almost like they can't exist on a platform. And there's no fix for it, honestly. There's no fix for it besides leaving the platform. Because social media will never get rid of these two buttons. And a lot of that toxicity and damage comes from the existence of this. These are the things that give people the dopamine hits that makes them feel good. It's a chemical reaction that happens in your brain that makes you feel good. And people will seek it out. And these things also lead to money. They won't get rid of this. It's what makes the platform so big and what it is. About the only thing I can really suggest is that Keirana and these other individuals really kind of focus on having somebody handle their social media. Have somebody who literally is the face of you and they post for you. You bring them stuff and they post it for you, and they act as sort of a shield for the feedback. They can go, hey, put this on there, see what they say, and then they can bring them the positive stuff and, yes, the criticisms, but the constructive criticisms, that kind of stuff. And they can sort of be a filter for all of the horrible stuff that people are making bank off of. But even still then, it's hard to miss. Because even now that Kirana is gone, you're probably going to have Ando probably mention what he's been seeing. It's a sad state of social media. All I can really say in the end of the day is treat each other better. That's kind of a hard thing to stomach sometimes, I guess, right?